This is Andrew from NASCAR Acceleration Nation, and I'm here with Kurt Busch, driver of the number 41 car. Kurt, I saw you were golfing at Pebble Beach Resorts a couple of weeks ago. Is your golf game as good as your NASCAR game?
No, not at all. You got to work on both, really. But it's fun to just kind of break away. I love being outdoors, and the game of golf, what's so exciting for me about it is that each hole is different, and when you're out there, it's a good 4 hours that you can really zone into the golf game and just get away from it all.
I saw your dad was racing in New Jersey a couple weeks ago, driving the 4118 car. What's it like watching him race, and do you give him any advice since you're the professional race car driver in the family?
Man, there's so much joy in watching him smile around cars, and I told him about this race of gentlemen in New Jersey about 3 years ago. And this past off season, we started working on the car, and just to see it all come together, for him to go to that event and to compete against guys. He basically was in a 32 Ford Roadster and built it as lightweight as possible, and he's out there racing against these guys. And he said he made the top 16 out of all the cars that went, but got eliminated. And so he wants to build it better, faster, and meaner, just like a Busch would for next year.
Growing up, obviously your dad was racing cars. When did you first get the idea that you wanted to become a professional race car driver?
He was racing at the local level, and we would always go to the track as a family. And so, being too young, I'd sit in the grandstands at first. And then when I got a little older, he would sneak me into the pits. And then it was my turn to drive his car in a practice session, and I loved it. And went to it right away and had success. But Mom was still pushing college. So I actually went off to college and studied. And then it was right in that time where studies were starting to struggle and racing was starting to take over. So when I was probably about 18, I was like, man, this is what I want to do.
We're going to finish off with a segment we like to call Would You Rather. We'll give you two options. You got to choose which you would rather do. You up for that?
Yeah, now if I can flip this back on you, but all right, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Would you rather discover something really great and share it, or prevent something evil?
Wow, that's a good question. I would rather prevent something evil if I had the chance to.
Would you rather spend the next 48 hours in a public restroom or take the next month of public transportation?
Oh, wow, that's a rough one. We had a lightning thread at Wrigley Field one night, and we all had to get down into the restrooms. That didn't go well, so I'll do a month of public transportation.
Just keep out of the bathrooms then?
Yes.
And finally, would you rather have your own network TV show or your own movie?
Oh, nice. I would, a movie is like a one-time thing, but it's kind of a 2-hour production. And then a TV show, you never know if it can get extended to the next year or the next year. I would go with the TV show side of it because the story can change and alter over time instead of just being one production for a movie.
All right, well, maybe we can see Kurt Busch's TV show after he's done racing. For more videos, make sure to check out the NASCAR Acceleration Nation mobile app, where you can download it on the App Store or on Google Play.